Hey second grade, today for our social studies lesson, you're going to need your social studies workbook, a green and yellow marker or crayon, and something to write with. So go ahead and pause this video and get your materials ready. Once you have your materials, I want to remind you that we've been learning that long ago there were two tribes that lived in Georgia. There were the Creek Indians and the Cherokee Indians. Yesterday we learned where the Creek Indians live in the southern region of Georgia. Today we're going to learn about the Cherokee tribe and where they lived in Georgia. We're going to start by watching this quick video.
Look at this cool book, Moby. It shows different words in the Cherokee language. Who are the Cherokee people? The Cherokee are a native people of the Southeast. The Cherokee were living there long before the United States was even a country. Today, the Cherokee people are divided into 7 clans or groups. The Wild Potato Clan, the Longhair Clan, the Deer Clan, the Bird Clan, the Blue Clan, the Red Clan, and the Wolf Clan. People from different clans come together for celebrations and to make decisions. The Cherokee have their own language. Over 100 years ago, a Cherokee named Sequoia created a way to write the language. This allowed people to read and write and communicate with each other more easily. The word dog in Cherokee is Gitli. The word cat in Cherokee is Wesa. What is the Cherokee culture like? A stomp dance is an important ceremony where people come together to pray and dance. It's a chance for people to share ideas and stories. Before the stomp dance, there's a game of stickball. Not exactly, Moby. Stickball is a traditional game played by different Native American groups, including the Cherokee. Players use a stick with a small net at one end to throw a ball and try to knock an ornament off a pole. Other Cherokee traditions include weaving baskets, making pottery, and creating masks and rattles out of gourds, which are kind of like squash. These traditions have been passed down for hundreds of years. What was life like for the Cherokee long ago? Hundreds of years ago, the Cherokee lived in houses made from clay and different plants. In the winter, some people moved to an asai, which is a circular house that is sunken into the ground. Later, the Cherokee built cabins. The Cherokee were farming people. The women harvested corn, beans, and squash, and they gathered fruit and nuts. Cherokee men used bows and arrows and blowguns to hunt animals like deer and wild turkeys. They also used spears and fishing poles to catch fish. The Cherokee hunted only enough to feed their families and used every part of the animal so nothing was wasted. But their way of life changed when European settlers arrived. What happened when the settlers came? In the late 1600s, the Cherokee began trading with European settlers. But the settlers brought diseases like smallpox, and many Cherokee died. In 1830, President Andrew Jackson signed the Indian Removal Act. This forced thousands of native people from their land, including the Cherokee. The settlers wanted the land for themselves. Entire communities of native people were forced to move to an area that's now Oklahoma. They traveled for hundreds of miles, and many died along the way. The Cherokee called it the trail where they cried, or the Trail of Tears. I know, Moby, it was a sad time in history, but the Cherokee overcame many challenges. Today, many Cherokees still practice the same traditions and celebrate their culture. You want to play stickball?
All right, guys, that was a quick video on the Cherokee people. We are going to be using our workbook, and we're going to be on page 17. So go ahead and get your social studies workbook out and go to page 17. If you need to pause the video, remember you can pause my video at any time. So we're on page 17, and we're talking about where the Cherokee people live. Yesterday, we learned that the Creek tribe lived in South Georgia. Today, we're going to learn that the Cherokee tribe lived in North Georgia. So, most Cherokees lived in the part of Georgia that is north of the dotted dashed line on the map. So this is our dashed line. So most Cherokee Indians lived in the area above this dashed line. So I want you to get out your green marker and trace where the Cherokee Indians lived. They lived in all of this space in Georgia. So they lived in all of this space. Remember, it just says trace. So we're going to outline that area. Now, color the region where you live yellow. What region do we live in again? That's right. We live in the Piedmont region. So we're going to outline the Piedmont region in yellow. So it says color the whole region yellow. So you can tell from our map that the Cherokee lived in part of the Piedmont region, which is where we live as well. So let's look down at the questions at the bottom of our page. It says, list 2 ways your region is different from where the Cherokees live. So if you look on our map, what's one way that our region is different than their region? I want you to pause this video and I want you to write down 2 ways our region is different. Hopefully you had a chance to write down 2 ways our region is different from where the Cherokee lived. Here are a few examples that I came up with. Number 1, the Cherokee lived in mountainous areas. So they lived in the Blue Ridge Mountain region. They live where there are mountains. Our region, the Piedmont region, does not have many mountains. That's one way our region is different. Another way our region is different is that the Cherokee lived in the Ridge and Valley region. So up here, we can tell that the Cherokee lived in this Ridge and Valley region. Our region is the Piedmont region. We do not live in the Ridge and Valley region. So that's another way our region is different than theirs. If you need to pause, go ahead and pause so that you have 2 reasons how our areas are different. The next way, or the next thing I'm going to talk about are 2 ways that our region is the same as where the Cherokees lived. So if we look up here, how are our 2 regions the same? So the Cherokee lived in this green area, and we live in this yellow area. I think it's pretty plain to see that we both lived in the what region? The Piedmont region. We both lived in the Piedmont region. Another way that you could have said our regions are the same is we both lived in northern Georgia. So if we look on our map, northern Georgia is up here. Remember our compass rose? North of Georgia is the top of Georgia. The Cherokee lived in North Georgia, and so did we. That's another way that the Cherokee are similar to where we live today. If you need to finish and pause this video, go ahead and pause now. We are going to head on to our second page of the day, and we're going to be learning about the town squares of the Cherokee and the Creek Indians. Both the Cherokee and Creek Indians built towns along rivers and waterways. Why do you think the Creek and the Cherokee built their homes along water? Let's keep reading and find out. Their towns had central plazas. A plaza was like the public town squares we have today. The Cherokees built 7-sided temples where they held ceremonies. So their temples were kind of like our churches today. They built circular council houses around the plaza. A council house was like the county courthouses we have today. Now, on the opposite side, the Creeks built council houses and public storehouses around the plazas. The storehouses held grain grown by all of the families for everyone to share. So all of their food was in one place for the entire community to eat from. Both the Cherokee and the Creek Indians built palisades around their towns. So this is an example of a palisade. Palisades are walls of logs built for protection. So it's kind of like a security fence. If you have a backyard fence, you have an example of their palisades, walls of logs built for protection. All right, now that we know some of the things that the Creek and the Cherokee had in their town squares, I want you to match each Creek or Cherokee building to the similar building today. Go ahead and pause this video and answer these 4 questions. Hopefully you had a chance to answer the 4 questions before pressing play. So their central plaza was similar to our town square. Remember, so up here it says their towns had central plazas, and the plazas are like the public town squares we have today. Next are the council house. Their council house was like our courthouse. So our courthouse is where we make sure laws have not been broken and people protect those laws. The next house that they had were the palisades. Remember this picture of the palisades, and I remember that it was similar to our backyard fences. So the palisades are similar to a security wall. So the palisades are just kind of like our wooden fences that surround our houses. The last is the temple. And if you remember, I said the temple was kind of like our church. And our church is a place of worship. So their temples are like our places of worship today. All right, guys, hopefully you had a chance to follow along with page 17 and 18 in our workbooks today. The next thing you're going to do is the seesaw activity below this video. So go back to seesaw and find the activity where you found this video, and you're going to complete that activity for social studies today. We will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.